Hello and good morning from the Oregon coast. My name is Sarah. This is Rue. This is our beautiful van that takes us on so many amazing adventures, and I'm so excited to share this little trip with you guys. I have been working as a travel radiology tech in Washington State for about 7 weeks now. This is my second time around. The first time was about 2 years ago in Western Washington in the Tacoma area, and now I am in Central Washington, so it is a totally different world out there. But luckily, my schedule is only 3 days a week, so the other 4 days a week I get to go explore other areas of Washington and the Pacific Northwest, and this week has brought me to the Portland area and Canon Beach. I have 3 different friends who are also travel radiology techs that are working in both Vancouver and Portland, so I decided it would be a really fun trip to come down here and visit them. I got to explore the Vancouver waterfront. I got to go up to Yale Lake and do some paddle boarding on my new board. I got to explore many little areas of Portland and just soak in some much needed friend time. I have been to the Columbia River Gorge before, where I stayed in Cascade Locks in my Airstream, and honestly that is one of my favorite videos to date. I will put a link up here if you guys want to watch that next. It was just such a magical time in my life, crossing the border from Oregon to Washington for the first time, and I just absolutely love that area. It is so beautiful, but unfortunately there are a couple fires there right now. So my plan was to go back and do some more waterfall hikes in that area, but the fires have been wild this summer. So I decided to steer clear of that area. Even Mount Hood is covered in smoke, you can barely see it. I decided to head to the Oregon coast for my last couple days in this area. I'm really glad I decided to come out this way. One of my favorite songs right now is called Canon Beach, and it just kept coming up on my drive down to Portland, and I was like, you know what? I feel like that's my sign. I have to go to Canon Beach. So that is where I explored last night along with the state park. I went up to Indian Beach, and it was such a beautiful day. I was actually really tired when I first arrived and it was all rainy and foggy, so I decided to just park and take a nap in the van. And it was just like a 30-minute power nap, and I woke up and it was beautiful and sunny and the skies were blue. So Rue and I went and explored Indian Beach first, and then we went down to Canon Beach. A lot of the footage that you are seeing in this video were shot with my new HOVERAir, which I am really excited about. This little gadget is probably the coolest thing I could ever add to my camera gear, besides some big fancy drone that I don't have the energy to operate anyways. This thing is self-flying. It will follow me wherever I go. There's a bunch of different modes that you can set it on. It just takes off from the palm of your hand and does whatever you tell it to. All I have to do is connect it to the app, and that's where I can go in and change settings as far as if it's above me or below me or right next to me and how many feet away it is. So you can really get creative with this thing and get some amazing shots as a total beginner. It basically will follow you or orbit around you. It can follow you from the side, from the front, from the back. This thing is amazing. There are so many times where I don't feel like setting up a tripod, and I don't want to ask a random stranger to take a video or a photo of me. So as you can tell, in a lot of my videos, it's just shot by me, or it's on like selfie mode, but this is going to be such a game changer for so many of my videos. It's going to give such a different perspective. I think the most impressive part of all of that footage is it was pretty windy out, and it's not recommended to use this while it is windy, but I decided to test it out anyways, and it seemed like it was balancing itself, and it was kind of at an angle while I was filming. So I was afraid that the footage was going to be either at an angle or very shaky, but I was extremely impressed at the video stabilization that is included with this mini drone. The footage came out so good, and I was very skeptical about it. So I am very impressed with this little drone. The HOVERAir can also film in vertical mode, which is really nice because then I can make a bunch of fun little Instagram reels with it. And it's super portable. It folds right up into the size of a phone, so it can fit right in your pocket, or in my case, I carried it in my fanny pack yesterday. I've only gotten to play with it for a couple days out here on the Oregon coast, but I can't wait to continue using it and give you guys so many different perspectives of my campsites and hiking and all of the adventures that I go on. So thank you so much to HOVERAir for this mini drone. I am so excited about it. It is probably my new favorite gadget and toy, and I just love how easy it is to use. As far as camping on the Oregon coast, I would actually love your guys' recommendations if you've been out here before and you've been able to find free camping. I've noticed a lot of no overnight parking and no overnight camping signs, so I personally decided to play it safe. I wanted to stay close to Canon Beach, so I decided to call the local RV park and see if they had any openings. And I do not need RV hookups with my van, so I asked if I could just park in their lot. Since they were fully booked anyways, it worked out well. They did charge me a dry camping fee, but I was happy to pay it to get a good night's sleep as opposed to worrying about getting the knock if I slept somewhere in town. There are a lot of amenities here. There's like a pool and a spa and laundry and a rec room, a little shop that you can get snacks and drinks. There's showers if I wanted to go take one, but ultimately I just wanted to be close to Canon Beach because I'm about to go there again and play with the drone some more. After that, I have a 6-ish hour drive back to where I am working in Washington right now, and then I go back to work tomorrow. I do have a lot of fun plans coming up. One of those involves backpacking, which is something I have never done before, but I finally collected all of my gear and I told myself I was going to start backpacking this summer. So I'm really excited about that. I actually have chills because it's something I have wanted to do for a really long time. I'm really looking forward to it. So maybe I will bring you guys along for that if that's something you would like to see. But for now, let's head over to Canon Beach once again, just to soak in the coast one last time before I head back to the desert. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to continue following my adventures, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.